Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Channing Tindall. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Off play action. McIntyre. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Oilers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. A familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And now here is another interception. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Running right, here's Achane. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Off the play fake. McIntyre. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Well, he does have one touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. The quick slant caught. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only second down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up third down.
They'll try and run it with Achane. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. And then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Seven Pirates.
Second and 6. He finds his man complete. It's Sullivan. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number one cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down.
go, Scott.
Back to throw now on first down.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2nd and 2. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable in the final quarter of play. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw right side complete to Carter. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Come on. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Back to throw. McIntyre. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Got it. Ready? Warrior 70.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
That one looks like he'll... And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here we go. Start.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll set up a throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
And they will take a knee here. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was a game
Good game, Doc.
running in the first quarter, Charles, and never look back.